So I did a recording of the moon at around 2 o'clock in the morning to show how the moon was lit up even though there was no sunlight lighting up the air all around it to hit the moon. The sun and the moon are local and close and move above the stationary and level Earth. That is the reality. Reality and truth are, I believe, completely interchangeable. I'm at the Cherry Grove Fishing Pier in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It takes very little cloud cover to obscure the visibility of either the sun or the moon. And I'll go ahead and show you the numbers for today. This is the Tides Near Me app. I'll make sure it's reactivated here. So I'm going to try and reposition this so that I'm showing in the middle of the view where the sun should appear, right about over there. I have a category I've created, hashtags for titles. Hashtag local sun, local moon. So we're looking at a sea level liquid mirror. We've got a tropical storm that has made some big waves. We've got a good amount of wind right now though too. This is a kind of a calm spot. That is the Myrtle Beach skyline. The tide there at the Myrtle Beach International Airport buoy area is like about 45 minutes to an hour delayed from this location. We have a firmament above the Earth, the stationary and level Earth, and we still may have the operations of the operating fountains of the deep. I don't believe it's possible for anybody to prove that it's not happening. We've got underground aquifers and water vents I've seen on video. The flood that Noah prepared for covered the face of the earth to over the tops of all the mountains, however tall they were then. Apparently right now Mount Everest is 5.5 miles tall. above sea level where I'm at right now. So it's pretty light over here, not nearly as much over on this side, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to show you a known landmark like the Cherry Grove Fishing Pier here. And also how much different it is looking this direction with the sun approaching. You can call me anytime you like. If you should like a YouTube Truth sticker, you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 169 Cloverleaf Drive, Long, South Carolina 29568. You could just hashtag it if you want somewhere. You can even just doing a search of it, if you hashtag my name, it'll send the search rankings up there and you can see more of what I've been up to. I'm on as many social media platforms as I can right now. I try to keep up with commenting and messaging back. If you have emailed me something or messaged me something that I haven't responded to, you can certainly give me a phone call anytime. So part of the official narrative of the scientific community that's promoting the supposed evidence from NASA and that whole astronomical group of scientists, supposed scientists, they aren't using the scientific method. It's a godless religion for the most part. They do have a god, I should say. They're worshiping Satan whether they realize it or not. Artificial intelligence has been presenting a false reality to humanity for a long time, and high-powered technology that's creating imagery, computer graphic imagery is one of the aspects of shaping people's perspective. Seeing is believing. What do we see and what do we believe about what we see? So that's a big issue. So is what you believe true? Is it real? Is what I believe true and real? I do my best to seek the truth with all my heart, with God's help. I believe it's only by God's grace anybody can love and believe the truth, let alone find it. There is so much deception intermingled with the truth. There's very little truth and a whole lot of deception, as best I can tell. About 4 years ago, when I was on the internet on the beach, and I could see that depending on where I was, I might pick up 30 or 40 wireless signals. I was wondering what kind of effect that may have on my thinking. And as time has rolled on, it's become public that wireless frequencies do have a large effect on our perspective. Part of the science fiction that's being promoted by NASA is paving the way for a alien invasion, many believe. I do as well. Just something to consider. Because I'm a believer in enclosed cosmology, I believe it's impossible for aliens to fly from another galaxy. I believe they're more accurately described as interdimensional beings, some intermingling with technology that we have. We've got black budgets and dark projects, things that we're not told about. It's not public information now. So I remember when I was in the 70s, 58 now, I remember hearing of cattle mutilations that had surgical procedures that utilized technology that we didn't have or weren't native to us. We didn't know how they did it. And now what I found out is there's a tremendous amount of deception that system is promoting. So a lot of times they're creating a narrative to further their agenda. So there's a tremendous amount of deception. What used to be YouTube is now turning into YouTube TV with a lot of censorship, and the corporate controlled media is full on in operation on YouTube. All the major networks are on there. Just so you know, if somebody says, hey, you believe all this crazy stuff because you watch YouTube videos, there's basically all the platforms, as far as I know, or most of them are there. What's recognized as the official narrative is there also. So the biblical proclamation is the sun, moon, and stars move above the stationary earth, where the sun and the moon appear and vanish on the horizon, and their duration of visibility between one another cannot be described by the heliocentric model, not in a way that makes any sense to me anyway. That looks like where we're going to see the sun. Yesterday it said I was at 6 feet above sea, or I was at sea level, I believe. Today it's 10 feet above. Depending on the data, here we go. I'm going to zoom in tight. So I've got a lot of content showing the sun void of all